Yeah, so hi, my name's Stephen. I'm the Peer Support Coordinator at Viewpoint. I've been involved with Viewpoint for coming on sort of 10 odd years now, I think, and involvement, attending meetings for them, running courses. So when the opportunity came up to sort of run some of the Zoom groups, I just sort of jumped in on that really. I've learned I quite like being a bit of the showman, being the host. I quite enjoy the telling the terrible jokes and entertaining others. And from others, I've just learned a whole wealth of information about music I didn't know about, and I've learned about people that I wouldn't have met otherwise because geographically they were in other parts of the county or country, so it's been an opportunity to meet people that I wouldn't have met if I hadn't been taking part, I think. And, yeah, there's a lot of interests out there that I wasn't aware of. Multitasking, I think, has been one skill I've kind of picked up. I kind of got used to having two monitors so that I could sort of share video from one and have Zoom running on the other, and that was quite a new skill to pick up, and just keeping an eye on different bits of technology. I think I probably learned a few new swear words for when Zoom and YouTube didn't work, and just, I guess, allowing a bit of silence as well has been a thing. You know, not trying to fill in every gap, kind of dead air within a group. It's sometimes good to just let people sit, and it allows people to fill the silences when they're ready. For a little while, maybe people being isolated or locked down was a dream come true, but after a while I think you do become lonely. You miss those kind of little interactions that you can have day to day, and I think we would have got more crazier than we maybe are already if we hadn't had those groups. And it was just an opportunity as well for Viewpoint members to start groups of their own interests and, you know, champion things that they really enjoy doing. So yeah, and it's just introduced people to each other they wouldn't have met if they, you know, if you've got someone living in East Hertfordshire and someone living in North Hertfordshire, they would probably never meet in the same forum space. So having those Zoom groups allowed them to meet up that way. The usual IT problems that unfortunately Windows always seem to update on a Saturday, so I'd start the computer up and then find that everything was frozen. So we'd have problems that way. So we, you know, looked at having a co-host so that if one person dropped out, the other person could take over. Trying to share video from one screen was a bit of a challenge, so we moved to having two screens, and it allows things to just flow a bit better. And I think putting passwords onto Zoom as well, so that you couldn't just, anyone could just join a group and maybe be a bit of a nuisance, as it happened, you know, at the beginning. And but it's still a learning curve. Every so often something comes along that you hadn't thought of before. So I think one of the challenges is thinking on your feet as well. So you've got to be quite reactive in that way. But it's fun. Some of the themes we've had for the music group, some of the laughs, you know, occasionally some weeks everyone seemed to get the giggles, and it was interesting how people, regardless of where you were, some weekends everyone would just be in a bit of a mischievous mood, and it becomes a bit infectious, and there could be a bit troublemakers in the group. But yeah, we had some, you know, really interesting themes. You know, we'd look at movies, TV, emotions, happy songs, funny songs, so we had a few little comedy numbers that came up. Some of the quizzes we did, that was quite fun, and I tried to hit high pictures of raccoons on slides to try and make people jump. That was we did one round, I think, of hid a picture of a raccoon on random slides, and whoever yelled out raccoon first got an extra point. So that was quite entertaining, if I remember rightly. But yeah, it was just getting people involved and people talking a lot about themselves that maybe they opened up. I think that was quite memorable as well. I think convenience-wise, it's good because you don't have to travel. You can just turn on the video and you're there. But you do you miss the body language, the cues, and sometimes you might get miscommunication and people might get annoyed with each other more over video. And yeah, I don't think it can replace it fully, but I think for some meetings it can do, and it can encourage people to get involved where geographically they would have been limited. I think for me it's turned what was a big negative in my life, my own issues with addiction and mental health, it's turned those from a negative into a positive. I've been able to take the experiences that I had and try and shape services for future people to benefit them, and I think it's allowed me to get a bit more belief back into myself, and I've met some really interesting people. I've made some great friends, and I've got back into gainful employment, and I think it's taught me that even when you do fall down again, that you can dust yourself off and get back up. You get a bit of resilience, and yeah, that's how I think it's impacted on me.